Alright, so we're going to talk about OCD real quick and how to stop it. And basically, this is going to be a candid little conversation. It's just you and me, nobody else. Okay? We're in this together, so remember, we're here. I've gone to a lot of sites that say they can help you with OCD and all this stuff. Buy our programs, buy our stuff, and you're going to be cured and all that. Obviously, it's more complex than that. Just buying a program doesn't do much for you. You really have to take massive action on it. You can't just buy something and read it once and like, oh, that was good information, but I still have OCD, so I guess that didn't work. Let me go to and buy another program and another one. And you say, well, I know to apply it, but out of the people that tell me that they know to apply it, 99% of them don't really apply it. And when you think you're applying it and you're not, that's even a bigger tragedy. If you think you're applying something but you're not, that's not good. Yesterday I sent out an email about coaching that I do with people. One of the things I do with coaching is help people do some of the stuff they already know and guide them along the way for stuff that they don't know. Oftentimes things will come up where you don't know what to do, so you're guessing. Most of the time your guess is wrong. And if you don't have someone guiding you, you have no clue and you start to veer off. It's like shooting off a missile at a target. The wind blows it. The missile thinks it's going in the right direction, but it hits 200 miles away from its target because it doesn't know the difference. I use that example when you're dealing with OCD and you're not an expert in it like I am. Then you don't know if you're heading in the right direction or not, and you're just guessing. If you want to get rid of OCD, the best way possible is not just reading an ebook or reading a book, or it doesn't matter how many testimonials an ebook has. It's an ebook, and the ebook cannot coach you and guide you along the way. You have to guess. You have to read the material and say what applies to me, what doesn't. There is no one size fits all. There's many different types of OCDs. There are people. Okay. As far as financial stuff, I'm not even going to get into it. Basically, if you want to get rid of OCD, anywhere that you're going to get quality coaching, of course you'll pay. But what I want you to think about first is, what's it worth to you? What's it worth to you to have a life without struggling with OCD? If it's not worth anything to you, then, continue struggling with OCD. But if you're going to go to anyone and ask them for help, definitely keep that in mind. It is a factor. At the same time, the most important thing is living the rest of your life OCD free. And that's what it's all about. So you really have to think about that. Is that something that you want? Do you want to enjoy your life without OCD, or do you want to continue with it? Do you want to continue trying to figure it out on your own and spend more years, or do you want to be guided and let this be the last year that you have OCD? That's something that you want to ask. I do have a limited amount of people that I work with in coaching. However, the real scarcity factor for you is, or motivator for you is, listen, you don't have to do coaching. You don't have to do anything. Just ask yourself, how many more days do you want to waste with OCD? How many more days do you want to suffer with it? And if that doesn't motivate you enough, there's nothing that I can do with you, because, you're just not motivated. But if you are motivated and you're like, I don't want to waste another day on OCD, then you can call me. And my number should be at the bottom of the screen. There is also a link to my program if you haven't gotten that. If you want to know more about me and what I do, you can buy my program. It's $37. So, real cheap price. Don't confuse how cheap the price is. The quality is great. Each one of the little modules sold for $97 or $197 in the past. You're getting all of it for $37. But the real thing that's going to drive it home for you is getting guided by someone. I certainly do that. I've got a couple spots left for the next 2 months. So you just gotta ask yourself, when do I want to stop wasting my days in OCD? When will I admit that I've been trying this for months or years and haven't been able to do it on my own? Nothing is gonna change from yesterday to today on your own, that something's gonna snap and all of a sudden you're gonna start doing all the right things. That doesn't make sense. 99.9% of people that beat OCD get help for it. So it's just up to you. Do you want to suffer with it more, or do you want to stop it? And that's up to you. So, after you've seen all the doctors and therapists and all the PhDs and the counselors and taken all the drugs and you still have OCD, I would consider working with someone that actually knows what they're doing. Someone that had OCD and beat it, like myself. Okay, and if you're not comfortable with me, there are other people I could refer you to that have had OCD and beat it. Because what's more important to me is that you beat OCD. Whether you work with me or not, it doesn't matter as long as you stop your OCD. Okay. So basically, I'm going to keep the enrollment open for probably today and tomorrow until noon, and then won't be taking any more clients for another month or two about. So. That's something that I really invite you to think about. Ask yourself, how long do I want to suffer with OCD? Do I want this to be my last year suffering with OCD? And then, call me. We can talk about your situation and see, if you're ready to stop your OCD for good. Alright, so I enjoyed making this video for you, and I really intend it to be kind of a wake-up call for you to realize that doing the same thing every day and varying it here and there, that's not going to do anything for you. Guessing is not going to do it for you. Okay? Getting the guidance that you need is the only way to get rid of OCD 100%. Okay? And so it's just up to you when you're done suffering with it, basically. So you decide that for yourself, and then, give me a call, and we'll go from there and find out what your situation is, and, see if you're ready to stop your OCD. Alright, so we'll talk soon. God bless.